waits for no man, and I ain't got time to shake your hand. Get that style check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going down.
What's up, everybody? It's Delta here, and today's video is going to be an IDK GP, but what we're going to talk about is some predictions. And last week I had the worst prediction week ever. Week 7 of the NFL was my worst by far. I went 9-6, and it was just bad, you know. I chose Browns over Jaguars, got wrecked. Chose Bears over Dolphins, got wrecked. Chose Saints over Lions, and got disappointed. Chiefs versus Chargers, disappointing loss. And Texans versus Steelers, no one saw the Steelers scoring like 4 times or 3 times in like 4 minutes or something like that at the end of the first half. So yeah, it is what it is. I went 9-6 on the week. Takes me to an overall total of 35-10-1, which is still pretty good. Pretty good win-loss ratio, right? So that's it for my previous week. Now this week, week 8 of the NFL. Today we have the Chargers at Broncos, and a lot of people are going to say the Broncos. I say I don't choose against Peyton Manning, but I do sometimes. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel the Chargers actually could win. I know they lost last week, but they're hungry for a win. They don't want to be losing that much. And Phil Rivers, he's out there. He's out there to win. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I was like trying to breathe. I don't know. My stomach was hurting, but yeah. Philip Rivers is out there trying to win. So is Peyton Manning, obviously, but Philip Rivers does not want to lose anymore. So he's going to come out here, and they're going to put up a good game. I think the Chargers end up taking it, though. Who knows? The Broncos might win, but I'm choosing the Chargers. Next, we have Lions at Falcons. Now, the Falcons aren't looking like who they say they are, you know. They're not looking like who they should be. And I don't know if it's because they're not protecting the quarterback or what, but they only scored, like, let me see. They only scored 7 points last week. That is crazy. I am not going to choose the Falcons when they only score 7 points. That is almost the least amount of points scored last week. There was like only 2 other teams that scored less amount of points than them. Alright, so I'm choosing the Lions. Bills at Jets. I'm choosing the Bills. I'm not gonna choose the Jets. I don't know. They're having some issues there, you know. So let's just go with the Bills. Ravens at Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. The Ravens are like kind of stepping up now, you know. They are 5-2, so yeah, they're stepping up pretty good. I didn't even notice they were 5-2, but yeah, I'm going with the Ravens. Sorry Bengals, you guys shouldn't have lost the way you guys lost last week, you know. Seahawks at Panthers. Now I'm gonna go with the Panthers on this one. The Seahawks have lost 2 in a row. It'll suck to see them lose 3 in a row, right? Because they were Super Bowl champs. It's like, what the heck is happening to this team? But right now, I think that they're kind of demoralized. They're not in the zone. They're not like thinking about. They're overthinking their losses. I think that's what it is. They're thinking too much about their losses, and I don't know if the locker room's getting divided or whatever, but you know. Things aren't looking up for them. So yeah, I'm choosing the Panthers. Obviously the Panthers are still a good team. So are the Seahawks, but I'm choosing the Panthers. Now Bears at Patriots. This one right here, I chose the Bears last week. They freaking straight embarrassed me, losing to the Dolphins 27-14. And I wouldn't choose the Bears over this team, my favorite team, the New England Patriots. I would never choose the Bears over the Patriots, and I am not going to start today. So Patriots take that win. Texans versus Titans. So the Texans and Titans, the TTs, you know what I'm saying? 3-4 Texans at 2-5 Titans. So that one, it sounds like it's rough. It's like, oh, but one has one more win, the other one just has one more loss, you know, blah blah blah. But in reality, the Texans are a better team. Texans are a better team. So I'm going with the Texans. Dolphins at Jaguars. They both are coming off wins last week. Dolphins 3-3, Jaguars 1-6. See, I was going to pick the Jaguars this week, but just because like all that momentum, but then the Dolphins too, you know. I don't know if I could pick them to win against the Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins right there. Let's just see if the Dolphins could, if I could ride the Dolphins to some wins, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pick the Dolphins. Rams versus Chiefs. I'm choosing the Chiefs, obviously. The Rams came off that win versus Seahawks, but I'm just not going with it, you know. They almost came back against the Eagles. They beat the Seahawks. It is it is worth noting that they're showing potential, but I'm not gonna just say that they're gonna win games because they beat the Seahawks. You know, the Seahawks probably were thinking too much about that loss at home against the Cowboys. So let's go. Vikings versus Buccaneers. I'm choosing I'm choosing the Vikings. Now, I don't know why I'm choosing the Vikings. I don't know anybody on the team anymore. Honestly, I used to know when it was like Percy Harvin, Adrian Peterson. I was gonna say Adrian Luck. I don't know why I say Adrian Luck instead of Andrew Luck. Anyways, Adrian Peterson. When there was Brett Favre, Matt Castle. Who was the other quarterback? Can't think of the other quarterback. There was another quarterback. But yeah, like when Matt Castle was there and when Brett Favre was there, those were the 2 seasons I actually, not the 2 seasons, but those were the 2 quarterbacks that I actually followed that went to the Vikings. So that's when I actually knew who was on the team. But yeah, Vikings are going to take this win, hopefully. Eagles versus Cardinals. I'm choosing the Eagles to win. I think they just came off a bye last week. 5-1, 5-1. Whoa, they're both 5-1. What are we going to see? This is a good game. Or it should be a good game. Eagles are coming off a bye though, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if they prepared enough. Since they had 2 weeks to prepare, we'll see if they prepared enough. But I think the Eagles are going to take this win, moving the Cardinals down to 5-2. Eagles going up to 6-1 to join them Cowboys, you know. But the Cowboys, are they playing this week? Oh yeah, they're playing on Monday still. They're going to join the Cowboys for a little bit, for like a day or a couple hours. It's more than a day actually. Raiders versus Browns, and right here, this is the one I could ride the Raiders on. The Browns are coming off a loss. Brian Hoyer did the worst game of his career. I don't know if it is his career because he's probably had bad games before. But yeah, it was a really bad game, like 14 of 40 or something like that. I know that he had 40 attempts at least 40 attempts. So I don't know how many completions he got out of it, but they absolutely got wrecked. You know, let me check it out right here real quick. Browns 6-24 against the Jaguars. Like, come on, how does that happen? But yeah, the Raiders, they're gonna come in. They're gonna be like, hey, they just lost. Oh, we just lost too, but we need that win. We're not gonna go 0-7. Let's get this win right here, 1-6. Raiders take that victory. Now Colts versus Steelers. The Steelers obviously pulled off an amazing run last week in like 4 minutes to score like 24 points or something like that. They scored a whole bunch of points in a few minutes, right? In the end of the half for the first half. But I'm choosing the Colts. I'm not going against Andrew Luck, you know what I'm saying? The Steelers aren't looking. They're not for 60 minutes. I don't think they could play. Okay, I do not think they could play for the full 60 minutes. And if they're playing against a team that could come back in the 4th quarter and win, like the Colts, they're not gonna win unless they play the full 60 minutes. So I'm choosing the Colts. Packers versus Saints. All right, Drew Brees, I'm dropping you. I am dropping you. You should be putting up 37, 43, 36, 35, 30 points a game. That should be how your game's been looking. They should be all up in the 30s and stuff. Why was your last week's game 23-24? They should not have gotten there. You should have had at least 30. At least 30 you would have won. Breeze. You would have won. You let me down last week, man. You know? But Aaron Rodgers didn't. Aaron Rodgers kept me alive. And with that, I'm thanking him and I'm giving him another win. Although I thought he would have won this anyways. Aaron Rodgers takes the victory with the Packers, moving on to 6-2. Sorry, you 2-5 Saints. All right, Redskins at Cowboys. Now this game right here is some are gonna say it's easy. I might even say it's easy, but we can't just like say, well, the Cowboys are rolling through this season 6-1, and Redskins suck. We can't just say that every game's gonna be easy for the teams that are rolling through the season, because we don't know. That's why they play the games. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, I think the Cowboys should take this win. Now, I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know if the Redskins are going to try and dethrone them. I don't know if the Cowboys are getting a little too cocky or what, but, well, I mean, it's not like they're going to dethrone them and take their spot. I mean, like, that's not going to happen. But you know what I'm saying, right? Cowboys are going to get that win. That should be an easy 7-1 for them. And this video has actually gotten into the 10 minutes. Wow. That's it for today's video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't. Comment down below telling me your picks on or your predictions on this week 8 of the NFL. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the annotation to the left to see my previous video and the one below to go to my second channel. I will see you guys next time.